Only one thing can be said about that performance tonight by the Toronto Raptors. Piss poor. They were awful. You could tell right from the get-go, the defense was not sharp. We were all hoping the Raptors would figure it out as the game went along. They were only down 12 at the half, and you're like, oh, maybe you figure it out. Before I go any further, let's go to the first quarter. Raptors ended up starting with a 7-2 lead. Pascal Siakam has all 7, I believe, to start. We're like, okay, he's going to be buzzing, and the Raptors got to figure it out. Good stuff. The defense was good early in this game, but that was it. Then Donovan Mitchell knocked down some shots. I think Darius Garland had a 3 and Mitchell had a 3, and they took the lead back, and then it was just, smooth sailing from there. In the first quarter, you lose 34-28, but you're only down 6, right? Only a 6-point deficit after 1. Well, then you lose the second quarter by 6. You're down 12. You lose that quarter 30-24, and you're down 12 at the break. Now we're thinking, you get in the locker room, you figure things out. You come back out in the second half with defensive intensity, build off it, move forward. They start the third quarter decently strong. They get it back to a 7-point game very early. They call a timeout. Then after that, it's over. They come back and they make an crazy run. They end up winning the third quarter, 28-24. And they're up 16 going into the fourth. At one point, they were up 20. You know what I mean? And then in the fourth quarter, it just gets even worse. Raptors only score 17 points in the fourth quarter. They allow only 26. But the offense was the problem yet again tonight for the Raptors. It was the problem yesterday against Detroit. And we were hoping, it was a noon game yesterday. You have the rest of yesterday and most of today to figure things out and get back to the drawing board. Well, they did not score 30 points once in this game. Other than Pascal Siakam. Carbon copy of yesterday, except he scored 2 more points yesterday. Pascal gets you all your offense, and the rest of the team stinks. Let's get to those player stats quickly, because I'm kind of done with this game already. Jakob Poeltl, 13, 9-3, shot 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. I got to look at that again. Did he actually go 3 of 3 from the line? Of course, in the game where you get your absolute rear end kicked in, dude goes perfect from the free throw line. He was 3 of 3. Pascal Siakam, obviously the best player for the Raptors on the court today. 25 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, shot 10 of 24. Again, it was a lot better early on, but then he just had to start forcing stuff because no one else was making shots. 10 of 24, 1 of 1 from the line, 4 of 7 from 3, knocked down 4 threes. At least 2 or 3 of those were in the first quarter. And then the rest of the team, OG. I got one thing to say about OG right now. What is he doing? What does he do out there? I'm watching Donovan Mitchell come down the floor, and OG's trying to get it. I don't know what. He's trying to get to his right, and maybe there's a screen from Mobley or somebody coming up, and he's trying to brace for the screen. But then Mitchell fakes off the screen. OG's flying, just way behind him, not even close. Wide open 3. It happened twice, at least when I was watching. And I'm like, so this is supposed to be one of the best defensive players in basketball? Like, that's really bad defense. Like, really bad. And it was a sign of things to come for the Raptors, but not even that. I think he played, 34 minutes tonight? He had 7 points, 1 board, 1 assist, was 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He played 34 minutes, took 2 threes and 7 shots total. And it was a minus 30 while he was on the floor. What is he doing out there? Has he scored in double figures since being back? I actually want to look that up because I feel like he hasn't. I could be wrong. No, excuse me. Okay, February 23rd, he scored 12 against the New Orleans Pelicans, albeit shot 5 of 13 and 1 of 8 from 3. And then yesterday had 6 points on 2 of 7 shooting, and today was 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting. OG has not been good at all. And it's tough to watch. Gary, as much as we've talked in the past about him, hey, shoot or shoot. You keep shooting. Well, Gary had an awful night. 7 points, 6 boards, 1 assist, shot 2 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, was 1 of 5 from distance. Royally struggled. Albeit everybody did, but those two guys are two key starters. Gary's averaging almost 20 a night. OG's averaging, like 18 a night, 17, 18 a night. They had 14 combined. And they shot, oh gosh, what do we got here? I'm trying to do the math here in my mind. 5 for 20. And a combined 2 of 7 from 3. It's not good enough. With no Fred out there, you need scoring somewhere else, and you didn't get that tonight. Scotty Barnes, that's all right. I think moving the ball decent, I guess. 12 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, shot 5 of 13 from the field, was 2 of 3 from the line, missed the 1-3 he took, and had 2 blocks. That's all I got. Team stats, we're ripping through this because, this was awful. The Raptors shot 39% from the field. They were shooting, 47, 48% at the end of, was it the end of the first quarter? Tells you how bad it was the rest of the game. 36% from 3. And again, it was much better early. They were 80% from the line, which is great. But then Cleveland shoots 52% from the field, 50% from 3, and 86% from the line. They dominated the Raptors in every facet of the game. And where the Raptors love to live in the fast break, albeit that's when you're getting stops, and they struggled doing that today. 23-6 in fast break points in favor of the Cavs. Just not great. It's awful. Excuse me. And I wrote down Donovan Mitchell's numbers. Because he played 31 minutes. He didn't play the fourth quarter, I don't believe. 35 points. 13 of 21 shooting. Was 8 of 12 from 3. And I'm sorry to say it, guys, but OG was the primary assignment. He was the guy. And Donovan Mitchell, how many times before the game do we hear, well, the Raptors done a great job handling Donovan Mitchell over the first 3 games. That's great. Wow. They hold him to a certain round of points. That's like 3rd best in the league. Who cares? It's Donovan Mitchell. He'll figure it out. Also, all those highlight packs that were showing of locking down Donovan Mitchell, OG was on D. And OG was on him again today. Donovan Mitchell had 35 and OG had 7. And OG was a minus 30. Not saying that was the difference in the game, but it's a pretty big factor. The whole team didn't play well defensively. Let's be real about it. They allowed 118. You lost by 25. Next game for the Raptors, because I'm moving on because I can't take it. At least they're playing well. They're winning 4-1 right now. So, excuse me. Oh, I did that in the last video too, I believe. Oh, that was the Leaf one I did it in. So here we go. Raptor fans get a little cough in action. Great. I'm trying not to do this right now. But next game for the Raptors, they come back home. Tuesday night, they take on the Chicago Bulls at Scotiabank Arena. Chicago's hanging on to their play-in lives. So the Raptors can put a really big stake in that hole, in that spot. Actually, I don't. Wait, hold on. The Raptors are 9th, so that means Washington's 10th. So I don't know, maybe not. They're not hanging on for dear life, I guess. They beat Washington tonight. 7:30 tip-off there against Chicago at Scotiabank Arena on Tuesday night. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. One of the shorter ones on the channel, but you know what? Well, I don't want to talk about this game more. No, thank you. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below your thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. Would you like? Would you? Let me rephrase that. Would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Your Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM. Guys do all that great stuff. The Discord link is down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, obviously, Jay's edition on Wednesday, because we'll be wrapping up this past week's spring training games. For the Leafs, we'll talk to you guys post-game Kraken edition, as the Leafs are in Seattle right now in the second intermission. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action, as we talked about on Tuesday night, as they host the Chicago Bulls at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely not the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.